This is for all first violins doing Dance of the Reed Flutes. You have lots of different bowings and articulations that are really important, namely your staccato. So in order to have it be nice and separated, I wouldn't even keep your bow full on the string, or else you're going to get, which we don't want. You want to lift a little bit, get off the string if you can. Okay? The other thing is that you're then going to see in that fourth measure, measure 4, that you have three notes in a down bow, and then you have to lift your bow, okay? People didn't come to the concert to see you lift your bow, so please don't take forever, yeah? It should be a quick lift. Yeah, so that way it's in time. There's no break in between measures. So one thing I would suggest that you do is that you air bow your part. So maybe say the bowings out loud with me in air bow from the beginning, the measure that you play. Ready? And down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, lift, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Pay attention to all those slurs and also double ups that you have in measure 5 when you have G, F, down, up, up. Yeah, be careful. And then you have a down, up. Okay? Try to play with me from the measure that you start on, measure 3. Ready? 2, ready, and down, lift, up, down, up. Measure 7, you have grace notes. So it's like you just touched your finger on a hot burner and you pull it away, right? But try to get more sound than that. Then D, G, and then if you can, fourth finger. If you can't, fine, use open, but try to use 4. So you have, and you're going to slow down a little bit into measure 11, okay? So at measure 10, let's try that, going into 11. Ready, and slowing down here, then lift, down, up, down, up. Now, D, grace note on fourth finger, F, A to G sharp, then B to A. Okay, and then here, you either have an E or a C sharp, right? And then you divide it all the way through, which I think that's pretty easy. We don't have any note concerns there, but the measure before 27, also known as 26, you are then going to slow down again. Before we go back to tempo. So try that with me at 26, 2, ready, and slowing down and tempo. Lift, and I think you get the picture there, right? But just be careful, that section repeats and repeats many times throughout this music. When we get to 31, you have your grace notes again, right? Then you have a down bow, lift close to the string to a B flat, which is a low 4. They basically make a half step across the string, right? A, D, D, and then left hand pizzicato, that D string, which we talked about in lessons. Left hand pizzicato, you either use fourth finger or third finger, okay? So you're going to be playing at 34, A, D, D, pluck, okay? But please make sure that you're doing that down, down, up. Notice that I'm just literally picking my bow back up and resetting it. There's no need for me to come so far away from the violin, okay? Again, speaking of not coming far away from the violin, after you have this, you should be ready to attack with fourth finger using the bow at 35, because you go right to, and that's A to G sharp, 4 to high 3, right? 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2. Hop right over to G string and F. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then you go right to and for G sharp, into your eighth notes at 39. G sharp. G sharp, G sharp. And every time we go back to that melody that you play numerous times, you are going to slow down, right? So at 44 you had... Okay? And everything else after that repeats. But I think 35 to 39 you should really look at, because that 4 to high 3, going from A, G sharp A, to then the same thing, D to C sharp on the G string. You should really watch that. And then your eighth notes at 39, because it doesn't follow the same pattern every time. All right? So please watch your bowings and your articulations, and obviously the notes if it goes from sharp to natural, and etc. Okay? Good luck.